What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are talking about the yard on Madden 21. Of course, Madden 21 not super far away at all. And if you guys do like Madden 21 content, well, I guess you can't like it if it's not out yet. But, well, you know what? We have been talking about the game. Yeah, relax. Kind of like it. Maybe like and subscribe. We'll do a ton throughout the year. I think we'll do a EA Access launch stream, but it would be on YouTube. But most of the streams, well, not even most, all of the streams after that would be on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. So do all those things, don't do them, whatever. But let's get into this. There's going to be a little video. It doesn't really show a whole lot. A little video and then a bunch of information on their website, which is ironic because Franchise had like a little patch notes list. The yard has like a whole scroll bar. It's like you're reading a freaking Harry Potter book of information. But let's get into it, whatever. Only 6v6 I can have in my yard is when the squirrels fight each other for their proving ground. But of course, you can see some new little stadium things. There's like 4 of them. Okay, new. Okay. People are looking interesting. You know, kind of Superstar KO-ish. Some of the animations look a little wild. Not showing us much, but, you know, it's something. Okay, fair enough. A little something. All right, well, that was the video. Now we're going to quickly go on to the track list in Madden. You know, people complain the other years, this year, that year. I remember speaking recently that I don't care about the music in the game because I turn it off anyways. Maybe I'm in the minority here, but I don't want any of this game's budget on the soundtrack. So, thankfully, it looks like my wishes are true. This list hopefully costed them under 50K, right? Way less than that, I would say. Maybe like 1 or 2 artists would get all that money. I don't think I have heard of a single person besides Rick Ross. I'm not joking you. I'm trying to think. Who is Smino with Monte Booker and the drums? That alone was a Harry Potter book, just to read the name. Juice Fruit? Like, no, I don't know any of these people. I swear I never heard any. Let me see. Never heard any of these songs. Never heard of any of the artists. Who? Oh, yeah. Celebrates the artist rising up. Celebrates the low budget on the music. I don't care once again, but you don't. I will say, clever little move there to say, oh, yeah, we're celebrating the artist rising to the. Nah, dude. No, dude. 18 bangers. Okay, dude. 18 songs no one's ever heard of. That was all I wanted to show you for the music. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should give these a chance. Maybe they are good. I don't know. Maybe I'll listen to all of these. I probably won't, but maybe I will. I don't know. But of course, here is the what they call deep dive of the yard. Mountain fans, welcome to a surprise edition of Gridiron Notes. We know many of you were keeping track of all this, and this wasn't on your calendar. It definitely wasn't because I'm a day late even. Quick refresh on all of the things. I think Ultimate Team's going to get one Tuesday. Maybe? Ultimate Team's going to get one soon, and I'll definitely look at that, probably upload that as well. But welcome to the yard. Newest way to play Madden, the yard in Madden 21. What is the yard, you may ask yourself? None of this matters. It's just talking about how you can play in real life, just randomly doing anything. We've all done this, parking lot play or a playground or whatever. We've all done crap like that. It's supposed to make the feeling. So basically, my park without saying my park. The yard gameplay. So how do we translate the gameplay of the backyard into Madden 21? Let's go over some of the unique rules you'll find in the yard. First thing you will notice is the field. It is 80 yards by 40 yards. Like flag football, first downs are granted by passing the 20-yard markers. Double passes. When you're behind the line of scrimmage in the yard, all passes are legal as many times as you want. We call it double pass, and you will notice that the receiver icons are always on in the yard. Once you pass the line of scrimmage, you can pass behind you as often as you'd like. We even added a one-timer mechanic that allows you to bat the ball in the air to another receiver. While the ball is in the air, hold L2 or whatever, you know, L2, LT, and press any receiver button. You can see here, hold the button, any receiver. This is going to feel like too arcadey. It's almost like they also added this to combat 2K's mode, because we don't know what 2K's little arcade mode is going to be like. Usually when the word arcade is involved, this is the kind of stuff you get, which I don't know if I like. But laterals, the play never ends once you master laterals by pressing left bumper L1. You can lateral as many times you want in the yard. These have special trajectories and animations that keep the play going. You can even lateral out of a tackle. However, don't be too greedy, as laterals have high risk and high reward in the yard. Now, I wonder if they're putting lateral emphasis in the yard, will that mean laterals will actually work in Madden as well? Because anytime you try to lateral in Madden, you're basically asking for it. Even though in real life, if you had that, like, because you're playing as 11 players, right? You have the ultimate chemistry because you're playing with yourself. That's not what I want to say. But you're playing with yourself. You know when you're playing, you're passing the ball to someone. So in theory, if you're lateraling to a player to your right, it should easily work, right? Like, so as long as, let's say, I'm lateraling with my right hand to a player behind me to the right, the lateral should work like 9 times out of 10. That doesn't happen in Madden. Half the time you try to lateral, they don't even let you do it. I think maybe they do it because it would actually be OP. I don't know. But maybe that, I try to look for every little thing, right? Every little thing. Will any of this be implemented in the regular game? Like, this obviously won't. But lateral, if there's better, animations for lateral, maybe you get a chance. I don't know. I'm just saying. Pass rush timer / pass timer. If you've ever counted Mississippi in a backyard game, you get this one. Each unique location will have a timer that dictates when the defense can pass rush, but also a pass rush timer that shows how much time you have to throw if you have not been rushed. Our standard is 1 second pass rush and 4 second pass timer. If you try to blitz too early, you will run into a barrier wall that will stop your forward momentum. The whole QB holds on to the ball too long without passing. The play will be whistled dead. Finally, if you are blitzed, the timer goes away, and you're free to scramble past the line of scrimmage, but you can't rush until the defense comes after you. Interesting. So there's interesting rules. So some people, if they have really good coverage, might not pass rush at all because all they need to do is cover the play for 4 seconds, right? Also, this is interesting. So if I'm not mistaken, the mode is 6v6, right? And there's 3 users on each side. Interesting. Multi-snap. Another tool you have in your arsenal is the ability to snap to any player on the field. It's called multi-snap. How the hell is that going to work? Like, can you snap it from the center all the way over to the right where the wide receiver is? Be careful, though. If you snap to a receiver lined up on the line of scrimmage against a DB, you won't have much time to drop back. Combined with new Madden 21 mechanics like the ball carrier skill stick and DB lock-on, you can... What's this? What the hell is a DB lock-on? I don't even know. You can see how you now have the tools to create moments like never before, but just to make sure that you don't miss them, we've created a vast number of unique custom animations for the yard, like behind the back passes and behind the leg catches, that will make sure every game will be something to remember. See, I don't want, and I don't even know if anyone wants too much of that. I get it, right? Football isn't crazy flashy, I suppose, especially in Madden, but I don't want it too flashy, right? Like, we don't want the Harlem Globetrotters of football here, do we? Like, I don't know. It seems like it might be a little too over the top, but we'll see. The yard is a special scoring system that rewards the type of creative playmaking that makes the game special, really. The more I read, the less I like. And we're not even halfway through the freaking page. Touchdowns are worth the traditional 6 points, but a score with a double pass or lateral is 2 points of bonus. Score a touchdown longer than 40 yards is 1 bonus point. Interceptions earn you 1 bonus point. Extra points are up to you. You can choose to try 1, 2, or 3 point conversions that progressively get further from the goal line. XFL anyone? XFL anybody? So they're trying to say, like, you can get a lot of points in one play. So if you had a pick 6 with a bunch of laterals and it was for a certain amount of yardage, you can get 13 points on a play, on one play. Like KO, the yard is drive-based. Our standard rules are each team gets 3 drives, so each possession matters, and what you make of it will determine who wins and who goes home on the wrong side of a poster. Okay. The yard playbooks. Wait, if you end up in overtime, we use modified college overtime system. Each team gets a drive. After 3 drives, each team gets single plays to score until there is a touchdown, a winner. Playbooks in the yard isn't about what play you start with, it's about what play you create. That's why we've created a single playbook for all teams. You have a limited number of custom designed plays on each, both Yeah, I mean, I figured there wouldn't be that much because, like, you don't. I mean, it already seems hard enough the way it is. I don't really like. I know that said 80 yards long, 40 yards wide. I don't know what that actually looks like, but I imagine it's not going to be too wide because otherwise, like, how do you cover that much field? I don't know. But prototypes. So now you know how to play the yard, but how do you want to play the yard? Okay. That is where prototypes come in. Prototypes are based on NFL stars, past and present, and they are models for your play style in the yard. You start off with a couple of prototypes per position. Positions, you say? Yes, positions, but not how you normally would think of it. The yard is Iron Man football, meaning you play both sides of football, which obviously it had to be the case. And since not everyone can be quarterback, in the beginning of the game, you'll select where you're going to line up on the field. Here are the positions. The yard position select roles. QB and safety. So QB lines on, and then safety on the defense. Role in the squad. You play the offensive plays. Linebacker and center, though. Middle linebacker and center. So basically everyone's favorite position in Madden on defense, you get the center on offense. You do get to play the defensive play calls, but once again, the plays, they've made a very big emphasis that it doesn't really matter. So is anyone going to play middle linebacker? Like, who gets to play like, who chooses the plays then? I don't know. Wide receiver 1 and cornerback 1. Fair enough. Not bad. I'd say so far from what I'm seeing is QB and wide receiver the best. Wide receiver 2, cornerback 2, slot wide receiver or slot corner. And then this one's all right as well. Halfback, O-line, O-line, outside linebacker, halfback on offense, outside linebacker on defense, and you get to be the head coach. So yeah, QB safety is my favorite. Wide receiver, cornerback 1, second favorite, and then halfback, O-line, outside. God damn it. This position will inform how you want to play, but it doesn't mean you have to play that way. You could choose to line up at QB, but pick a wide receiver-based prototype while your best friends line up on the outside with your QB. Then you would focus on behind-the-line passes or multi... Oh, God, I'm scared. So, like, it doesn't really matter what you start as because if you're pitching the ball around, like, you could get the ball anywhere. You can see all this stuff as well. You got abilities, comeback, reduce zone objectives. First one free, tip drill. So I imagine it's tough to get the proper abilities. I don't even know. There are 3 main components to your prototypes. Loadout, X-Factor ability, X-Factor, abilities, and skill points. Each prototype comes with a unique X-Factor that you cannot change. These X-Factors have unlocks in the yard that are different than standard Madden and more directly related to overall performance on the field. Let's pull up the coach cam to see your progressive. Next up are abilities. We grant you a few to start, but you unlock more by leveling up the prototypes in your binder or by playing face of the franchise. Okay, I mean, I'll probably play it anyways for you guys, but yeah. Each prototype can slot 2 superstar abilities of their choice. Then there are skill points. Skill points are earned by leveling up the prototype you are currently using. You can use these skill points to accentuate specific traits of your prototype. Finally, you have noticed the modifier selection. These denote intrinsic traits of your prototype. A green up arrow means they have maxed out skills in that area, but if the arrow is red and down, you shouldn't expect much in that skill. The height and weight also dictate how big you will be on the field, but don't worry. If you choose to make a 7-foot, 300-pound behemoth of a creative player, we will make sure he takes up half the screen in all of the menus. Finally, depending on the event, your teammates will be filled out automatically, or you have the chance to pick them yourself. Teammates in the squad, once your position and prototype are set, you will see your team in most games against the CPU. We will draft a team of NFL superstars to join you. They will randomly be picked from the players assigned to their location. Each location in the World Tour will have different players that you can play with and against. We will get to that in a bit. Yard also supports squad plays. That means 1 to 3 players can join in a yard. However, unlike a standard 11v11, we have created special rules for the 6v6 environment. See the players standing next to your avatar. Let's scroll up. Those are the players that you will be able to control in the game, which you are playing. When you're playing by yourself, you'll be able to switch to any player on the field. When they're squad in a duos game, each of you will control your own avatar, as well as 2 NFL stars. In a trios game, each of you will have 1 NFL stars and yourself. In game, you'll always start on your avatar, and your partner players will have. So, are you stuck to that? So, like, let's say I'm QB safety, and I'm playing with a bunch of people. Am I stuck to the middle linebacker, or is it literally just, you know, you press B and it gives you the most, the most nearest one? I don't know. This is interesting. This looks like mobile. Please tell me this is mobile gameplay. Like, I don't know when this was made, but that does not look great. Finally, in certain events, you will get to draft your own teammates. This will happen after the human players in an event have picked their position and prototype. Pay attention to the prototype type and build level, as well as the slotted abilities of each NFL star to create a team that is unstoppable. Why not go full 6v6 humans? We tried all sorts of combinations when prototyping the yard from 6v6. We arrived at a maximum of 3 controlling because it stuck a great balance. Yeah, I would say 6v6 would be a little too much in fairness, so I don't know. I don't really blame him on that one. Now you know all the details. As a pro tip, try to upgrade prototypes for every position group on the field. There's no way, that way no matter where you end up on the field, you're ready to go. Next, yeah, how much time would that take you to freaking do? A powered up QB prototype with wide receiver abilities can be deadly in a double pass heavy offense. This seems like it's not really going to work for like randomly playing with people. I don't know. It feels like it's going to be only, like, how many people are going to load up with 2 of their friends every day on that mode? I don't know. Is that like he's about to punch the ball? Is that what? Okay. And now you know how to play the game. Welcome to the World Tour. And launch, we have 4 venues that you will be able to experience. Miami Port, a portside environment where you will take on some of South Florida's best. I like that. Looks cool. Lambeau Tailgate. This venue outside Lambeau Field will introduce you to Packers stars and NFC North rivals. As a Packers fan, meh. Looks okay, I guess. FOB Nico. Okay, a forward operating base in an undisclosed location. This, I mean, I guess it's all right because it's kind of like, what is it called? Like military. And then Brandenburg Football Festival, Berlin's famed Brandenburg Castle, or Gate. I thought it was the castle. This festival brings the NFL Pro stars to Europe. Interesting. Gear and challenges. Okay, this is going to be a long video. You can see there's a lot of, what is it called? There's some currency here. Some currency. You can see there's some, quite expensive currency for the helmets. That was only, I thought it was 23,000. Never mind, it's not that bad. Gear and says you can change a lot of things about your guy. Full cage. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be worrying about any of this right away. But yeah, they're probably microtransaction based as well, I would imagine. 2,000 individual pieces of gear at launch. More to come. You'll be able to carve out your own style in the yard with unique visors and a bunch of stuff. First, leveling up each prototype will earn you gear unique to the prototype. Next, each venue has unique gear. Okay, so you unlock gear, you buy stuff. Okay, fair enough. There's challenges as well in between. So if you pass that minimum score, you will. So there's challenges to get new stuff as well. The future of the yard. Over the course of the Madden season, we'll be launching new prototypes for you to level up, new locations for you to challenge. Okay. So that was a long blog, and it may sound a little complex at first, but we want to give you a lot of tools to create amazing moments. We can't wait to see how the plays you pull off in the yard, but also can't wait to hear how you want us to push this experience forward. The yard is a place to celebrate the joy of football. We want. Fair enough. Good job, Mr. JP. The yard shared inventory. So there's some, there's crap people were talking about, like if you play on mobile, you can, earn stuff for the console, but it was literally just this crap, I guess. I don't know, dude. I don't care. But premium currency, Okay, dude. That's about it, though. That's literally it. There's a little bit more in depth, nothing crazy, but obviously, you can see they have the locations. Rules play against the best of the and Green Bay. Most heated rival teams: Bears, Vikings, Cowboys. The Lions just get see you later. Okay, dude. Draft options: draft players from multiple rival teams of Green Bay. Play against the best of Green Bay and face a boss battle against a team featuring Packers QB Aaron Rodgers. Tailgates rule Sundays outside of Lambeau. One of the NFL's most storied franchises, the Green Bay Packers have a deep history of football success that is matched only by the all-out dedication of the Cheeseheads who worship them. Here, fans' unique version of pregame football have taken over the stadium and the growing crowd. Yeah, it is, as a Packers fan, it is kind of weird that, like, it's such a tradition to get absolutely wasted outside the stadium. Oh, Lord. Here's some of the screenshots as well. Kind of cool. We go to Miami Port now. I am getting sick of reading blah, 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 blah in boss battle against legend Dan Marino. Miami Port is where generations of football talent cut their teeth. It's no wonder there are more players in the NFL from Miami than any other city in the country. Man, South Florida has been spitting out legendary talent for decades. The weather here isn't the only thing here that's crazy unpredictable. Once that ball is snapped at Miami Port, don't blink. You can miss a superstar on the rise. Once again, I liked Miami Port. Because it's also a dark stadium, where it appears it's going to be dark out, this will probably be one of my favorite places to play. This place looks all right, too. The forwarding base is classified. You can probably guess why. The brave men and women of America's armed forces still in USA. Still need to have fun, though. FOB Nico provides space for that. There's nothing wrong with a little heated competition on a makeshift football field, and there's no better way to relax on base than to toss the pigskin around during off time. And when you're ready, this is the place that tests your skills. Some of the best athletes the NFL's ever seen. Play against great athletes that did well in the NBA, NFL Combine, or would have. And here's some of the screenshot. There's only 2. And then the final one, Berlin, Germany. Brandenburg. It's not Braden at all. Brandenburg Football Festival. The NFL is expanding internationally, and Germany would be an iconic next step. Would it be? Is there a lot of demand for it? I don't know. As soon as you lay eyes on the Brandenburg Kate, I hate people from Berlin are going to hate me. You know you're in Berlin, so that would be a festival of casual football. Okay, we're reading too fast. So, what would a festival of casual football be like overseas? You're looking at it. Stars will rise here as offensive play takes center stage under the shadows of the iconic archway. Here, the best teams and players in the NFL showcase what the sport has to offer for an international audience and intend to grow the love and global reach of American football. Play through the top 6 NFC teams, then play the top 6 AFC teams, then play against 6 teams composed of the best players in the NFL. Here's some of the screenshots. And then, what is this? This is some of the little gear stuff. Nothing crazy, but obviously there's different gear styles, which is interesting because I guess Legendary looks cool, but I kind of like the rare one. The rare and uncommon kind of look nice to me. I don't know. It is me, though, so I don't really have a great opinion on the way things look. Regardless, though, that is the yard. I like some of the things I've seen. I like the fact that they are getting a little in-depth with customization. I like the fact that there is going to be more locations in the game. Once again, I always look for some things that could be implemented elsewhere. I don't remember all the relocation teams, which I should. I don't think Germany's one of the relocation teams, but surely this means in the future that it will be. I want relocation teams outside of the United States to actually look like that. It would be cool to have an outside stadium, maybe like a low-rise stadium that you could actually see real historic monuments. Like if you relocate to London or something like that, it'd be kind of cool. So I like to look at stuff like that. And of course, some of these things that are implemented in the yard, like laterals. Will the lateral system be better in general for Madden? I don't know. It'd be kind of cool though. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me to see some of these uniforms maybe in Ultimate Team as well as like a buyable thing. I don't know. I like the idea of the yard because, of course, I think obviously my career, quote unquote my career, because that's the guy you take to park and rec and all that, is obviously the best thing about 2K. It was a complete game changer for him. It's almost as big as what Ultimate Team is for Madden, but obviously the thing is they also have my team. So overall, 2K it is technically the better game than Madden. But obviously, I'm a way bigger football fan than NBA fan. But yeah, it's cool to see them enter this kind of space. I think it's definitely going to be something they're going to have to tweak. I think it's going to be a little too over the top. If you think a Superstar KO was over the top with the catching, the animations and not, this is going to be way crazier. This is going to be way crazier. I don't know how you're going to play defense. Everything's all about creating highlight plays on offense and all that. But how do you stop that on defense, You're not going to be able to just get an interception just like that. I don't know. It should be fun, and I will play some yard. I'm not sure how it's going to work necessarily because I don't know if I really have anyone to play it with, and a lot of the YouTubers seem to be on PlayStation, so I do not know. But regardless, that was the yard. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Maybe there was something I missed, or maybe you disagree with something. You're like, nah, it's not going to be over top. It's going to be perfectly balanced. clearly, as EA never has balancing issues, ever. And everything works perfectly. But I don't know if this is the only video for today. It very well could be. It comes down to if I want to record something else, which I don't know. There's nothing really glaring in my mind that I want to record. So if this is the only video for today, tomorrow will be Flyers' 10-year rebuild, most likely. Regardless, thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video,